Hi everyone, I'm Lisa from Down to Earth Gardening, and happy fall. I'm out here with all this beautiful foliage. I'm in zone 6A in Northeast Connecticut. Today's video is on the highly invasive euonymus or burning bush, which does grow natively. You'll see it in zones 4 through 8. So I'm on the side of the road here because I wanted to show you an example of it growing natively. And I want to talk about its features, how to identify it, and then I want to tell you why it's invasive and give you some good alternatives to plant instead. So it's kind of a plant this, not that video today. So identifying euonymus. So the euonymus is a woody shrub and it's deciduous. So the bright green leaves will emerge late spring, and in the fall it will turn this dazzling red, burgundy, different shades, and it does get this little berry here. So some people do also like the woody stems of it, and they have kind of a funny texture. So I want to give you a close-up here. They're a little bit ridged and they're boxy. So just to help you identify it too. But it is another feature that people like on this shrub. But the biggest feature is this bright, burning fire bush color. So a lot of people will use this shrub as a specimen plant because of the beautiful fall color, or they'll use it in a hedge. But I will say this is a very bad shrub. It is considered highly invasive, and in fact some states ban the sale of the burning bush or euonymus because it is highly invasive. So the state of Connecticut does ban its sale, and it really is up to the individual state. So please, go to your extension office and check this out, or go online and have a look. The reason that it's so invasive is that you can see these berries here. And what happens is the berries will drop, or the birds will carry it, and it easily reseeds itself, and then it takes over any desirable, it crowds out anything good, for biodiversity, for wildlife, for birds, for their food, their nesting, and just our habitat. So you can see here that there's some little babies that have already started around this shrub. So here, and then behind me over here. And so over here we have another little baby euonymus or burning bush. And so if this shrub here is allowed just to take over, it'll take over a lot of the good stuff that's in here. I see a lot of native blueberry and clethra. So my goal with today's video was to just tell you a little bit about the euonymus and help you identify it, and let you know how invasive it is to our environment, but also to give you some different options for what to plant instead of this burning bush. So I'm going to try to give you a few different things that are great for foliage. They might have some other added qualities that you may like, and you can use them in hedges or as specimen plantings. Hi everyone, so I'm bringing you today some different options rather than planting the invasive burning bush or euonymus. And this one here is a beautiful option in place of that shrub. This is called Viburnum, and this particular cultivar is Cardinal Candy. So Viburnum is a really wonderful option. They do come in deciduous and evergreen varieties. So this variety is a deciduous one, which means it's going to lose its leaves in the winter. However, what it is going to give you is 3 seasons of interest, which is really fabulous. So in the spring, you're going to get some creamy white flower heads, and then the summer, you're going to get some really lush green leaves. It has a nice mounding shape. And in the fall, you're going to get these really terrific red berries, which is great for the birds for some food, and visually really bright and interesting. So it does grow, it says on the tag, 6 to 8 feet tall, and about 8 feet wide when it's mature. This one, however, has been here at least 10 years, and I believe it's a little bit bigger, sorry. But we do also prune it when it's appropriate, just to kind of contain the size a little bit, because it is mixed in a garden with some other shrubs. So the leaves are getting ready to turn a really deep red or burgundy, depending on how much sun it gets. It will tolerate full sun to partial sun. So the similarity that you're going to get to the euonymus is you're going to get this gorgeous burgundy or red leaves, and then you're going to get the added bonus of the 3-season interest, including these really gorgeous red berries. Our next candidate for a replacement for the burning bush is this beautiful Japanese maple, which is a specimen tree. And just look at this dazzling red, orange, and a tinge of yellow foliage that you'll see on it in the fall. So this here is a dwarf Japanese maple called a Cotoneaster, and it is suitable for zones 5 through 7. It's a very low maintenance dwarf tree that comes in at about 8 to 10 feet tall, 15 feet wide. And in the spring, you'll see some really pretty limey green leaves that emerge and some really cute pink or deep pink seed heads. So another great substitute for the burning bush is this shrub here, which is Cotoneaster, and this particular variety is called cranberry. I am kneeling down, and so you can see that it is quite a bit shorter than some of the other options, and it gets at about a height of 2 to 3 feet tall. We do have it planted en masse here, so there's a few different shrubs, but you can really see, since it's mid-fall, that it has a really nice arching habit, and it does get these beautiful red berries on it in the fall. It is also deciduous, so it's going to lose its leaves, but before it loses its leaves, it's going to turn a really brilliant red or burgundy. So this we have planted here on a hill, and it makes a great ground cover, but it's also great for erosion, or of course you could use it as a specimen plant. I really like it as a ground cover. One plant alone will spread at about 3 feet, so you may not need more than one, but this looks really pretty proportionately on this really large hillside here. It does also get a little flower in the spring, a little tiny white flower, but it's not real significant. I like it more for the ground cover aspect, and also the red berries and the brilliant fall foliage. Now here's a little dwarf evergreen shrub that deserves a mention as a potential replacement for the burning bush, and this is called purple gem rhododendron. And what I love about it for replacement is in the fall you will see some red burgundy leaves that will stay on the shrub for the winter, and then you get the added benefit of the dainty purple flowers in the spring, late spring, and of course the fact that it's an evergreen really makes it a winner. So this little shrub here gets to about 3 feet tall and 3 feet wide, and it would be a great addition to your garden or used as a low hedge. Hi everyone, I'm out here on this beautiful fall day with yet another option for a euonymus or burning bush substitute, and this is the Weigela, and this variety is called Wine and Roses. So this is another deciduous shrub that you could use in place of the burning bush. Beautiful burgundy leaves. Some people say they're purple, but gorgeous, rich tone leaves. And you will also get the benefit of the flowers, which will be very late spring, early summer. This variety has a hot pink flower, very pretty, and the hummingbirds and the butterfly really love it. And then a lot of times you'll get a second light flowering mid or late summer, so that's pretty fun with this shrub here. So on the tag it will tell you it gets about 5 feet tall and 5 feet wide. However, I like to show you things in real time, and this has been here for a long time, but I'm just about 5'9", and this is a little bit taller than me, so it can get a little bit bigger. It's really happy in these conditions. Weigela loves sun, full sun to part sun, so it's very happy here. It gets at least a half a day of good sun exposure here. But we are going to keep it down to what it should be for its height, and we do that just by, keeping after it. So maintaining it, deadheading it, and keeping it from getting really leggy. We'll thin it out. It has a beautiful mounded shape, and it's great as a specimen shrub, or it also looks really pretty in hedges and borders. So there's some different ways that you can use this shrub here. So I think you're getting some more bang for your buck out of this shrub because it is going to give you the really pretty flowers twice a year, and then it's going to give you 3 seasons of this burgundy purplish leaf because it does emerge this color, and then the leaves stay on, spring, summer, fall, and then of course it's going to lose its leaves for the winter. So I'm just going to step away so you can get a full view of how pretty it is. So that's it for today's video. I hope we've given you some good tips and gardening advice. If you liked our video, please tap like and subscribe for some future gardening videos. We're putting out 1 video every week right now, so we'd love to have you join us.